Hey, okay. So first, want to thank everybody for coming out and man having this open discussion with me. We have some really strong and inspirational women. We're gonna be talking about dreams, goals, and how to obtain those things that we want in life. All of us. So we're gonna started off with an introduction. We got Charlie Ray. She's doing so many big things. She's going to school for psychology. She's in school for nursing. She's launching a website that will be launching next month. And that's going to be a blog that's, tell me a little bit more about it really quick.
It's just a blog to inspire people that have multiple passions. Just quick synopsis about it.
Okay. Candace.
Yes.
Candace Harris.
Yes.
Next, Black Oprah, young Oprah.
Yes, I am.
So she's doing so many
Forcing
different
Oprah out of
things. Forcing Oprah out of retirement. You heard that. She's doing so many inspiring things and big things in the community, and she has her own brand and branding herself, and man, doing so many different things on so many levels, and just getting to in the community and for the youth, and man, she's doing really big things. I can't really put a grasp on everything, and got some mics on some skills on the mic too.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna jump to Felicia Renee. She's doing really big things. She's branding herself. She has her own company, has her own t-shirt, which she's rocking right now. I Am Beauty, stylist, makeup as well. She does a little bit of everything too. So ladies, make sure y'all come and see her. And we have Courtney Brown, who's doing some really big things as well. She has her own company. She's cakes, everything like sweets and edibles. Make sure y'all go see her, because Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Yes.
So y'all need to be blowing her up, because she gonna hook y'all up. She got some really exclusive stuff. So everybody's doing really big things, and we're just gonna dive right in. Charlie Ray, we're gonna be talking about, I wanna ask you about your goals and some of the things that you're trying to get done for this year and furthermore.
Okay, so for this year, I am finishing my degree in psychology. I'll soon be going to school for nursing after that. I'm also launching my website on February 14th, passioncreatively.com. And just continuously working on that is like keeping me busy all through the year.
Okay. So you got a lot of stuff you're working on and trying to get done. Miss Candace Harris.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do and trying to get done for this year and furthermore.
What I'm trying to do in the process now is position myself so that I no longer have to introduce myself, and expand my reach while I increase my impact, and that is predominantly related to the youth. I have a nonprofit organization, Secure My Future, so that is my first and foremost priority. Just really providing positive alternatives for youth at risk and showing them that despite their circumstances that they are great and they can be great. Outside of that, I have a management company. I am the founder and co-owner of Bossed Up Management. So I have a lot of talent that I currently have my eye on. I'm working with my artist on putting forth his project. He'll be dropping his second mixtape. And then as for myself, I am stepping completely out of my comfort zone. I do write poetry and I'm a writer. I also rap. I've conflicted with it for a while, and it goes back to what you were saying about people tell you can't choose this and choose that. But this year I'll actually be branding myself as a motivational type of rap artist. So I'm going to hit a whole nother market and deal with a lot of issues that us women experience and be able to broadcast that in a very artistic way. So everybody might know me by Miss CEO, the next Oprah as well, but you'll soon be meeting Legacy, and I am hoping to drop my first single on April 2nd, which is my 29th birthday.
Oh, hey, that's some perfect timing right there. The secret's out. All right, and I know that you had the Secure My Future last year project that you did, which had a really good turnout. So tell us a little about that.
Secure My Future, the nonprofit organization that I launched last year, was very, very epic and meaningful in the sense that I was able to bring hope to my very own hometown, the west side of Chicago. I was able to provide backpacks and food and positive encouragement to over 80 youth. And they all range from about 5. The oldest would probably be at 18. So it was really, really nice being able to go back to my hometown. Something that, you know, a part of my childhood that I wasn't proud about. It was a very, very, you know, rough upbringing. But at the end of the day, I'm a survivor. I've never played a victim. So it really felt good that I was able to go back to my hometown and be a role model and to be able to give back, you know.
That's
and
really
my
good.
passion for helping people was executed on that day. I brought together my family, and I am looking forward to expanding my reach this year. So be on the lookout for details following that as well.
All right, thank you. Miss Felicia Renee, so tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do and get done as far as this year, and what it is that you do.
Okay. Well, this year, in the middle of the summer, July, I'm going to be launching my business, I Am Beauty Co. And it's just a glam team dedicated to encouraging and empowering women. So I just try to, every client that I reach, every woman that I come across, I try to encourage and empower. And it's basically just kind of a team, and we're teaching them how to pamper and nourish themselves and that unfading beauty that's within them.
Okay.
So just doing that and continuing to build my clientele. I just built my website and launched that last year. So just pushing that, and I'm graduating in May. So with my degree and with my certificate. So that's going on, and yeah.
What's your website? You know, people can get information.
IamFeliciaRenee.com. So they can go there to book. It's a trending pages on there, and then just encouraging words underneath the I Am Beauty tab. So yeah, just doing that and pushing that and educating in the future. So
cool, awesome,
yeah.
Thank you. Miss Courtney Brown,
Yes.
so you know, we're going to talk about a little bit about what you do and what it is you're trying to get done for this year, and furthermore.
Okay, well, I am a baker. I bake cakes, and I have a home-based business, and we make specialty custom cakes, and we do a lot of edible arrangements, and we do other sweets, chocolate-covered strawberries, cheesecakes, all types of cakes. Dutch,
And Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Yes,
so-
Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Yeah.
So you definitely put an order in. You can email me and my sister, because it's both of us. But you can email us at cheflolo88@gmail.com, or, you know, if you're my Facebook friend, you can message me on there, and I will get back to you. And yeah, and my website is wantsomecakes.com, and it's cakes with a K. Have to remember that, it's cakes with a K. Yeah, it's with a K, not a C. So yeah, and right now, you know, of course, the goal is to have a bakery one day, and, you know, multiple bakeries and franchise, and eventually, you know, get into food, because I love to eat. So
Hey,
I mean, you know, I love to eat. I do. But yeah, and I love to cook. So it's just, you know, I think that, like, food and music is just one of those things that just, you know, touch your heart.
yeah, cool.
And so it's like, I'm not great at singing, so the food just took a hold of me.
No, that's beautiful. So, you know, I want to ask you, you know, what got you started into, you know, your business and really pushing that and, you know, going forth with that?
Well, I mean, some may say that I have a controlling spirit, but I wouldn't say that. But I actually was just like, my sister was baking, and I was going to school for business administration at the time. And I was just like critiquing her cakes, like, you should do this and you should do that. And she was just like, you do it then. And then I like, oh, okay. And I started doing it. She was like, oh, dang, you know, you're good at that and decorating and stuff. And I was like, okay, I kind of do like this. And like after that, it was like, we started taking orders, and I was in school, and I'm just like, whoa, hold on. You know, doing both was a little like too much. And I felt like I know what I want to do now. Like, I felt like God just gave me my aha moment. And I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. And I was going to school for business administration to run somebody else's business. And I'm like, nah, I just want to run my business.
That's really, you know, that's really,
Yeah.
that should be everyone's goal, everyone's plan to, you know, work for yourself. Eventually, you know, you want to be in control of what it is that you want to do. You don't want to take orders from someone. You know, if you have the opportunity, you know, go for it. You know, start your company, start your business, do what it is that you want to do, and don't let nobody stop you from trying to do that too. So,
Yes, I
be
think
your own
that's
boss.
the beauty of like having like a barter system, like where you can actually go to other people for goods. Like I think if you do that, you wouldn't necessarily need everybody to work for people, because you can just be like, okay, I have this supply.
Mhm.
What do you have?
And then you know you're working on your own schedule and everything. Too,
Exactly.
so,
Yes.
yeah, that's awesome. So man, that is really beautiful. Felicia, so you know, tell us you know what got you started and you know doing like the styling and you know getting into like you know branding yourself and really just taking that step, that next step.
Well, I've been doing hair for a long time, so it's always been one of my passion. But I recently I went to cosmetology school a couple years ago, and I didn't finish. So I just decided to step out on faith and go with what my dream was and the vision that God gave me for my business and all of that. So I just decided to step out and do it and reach women, encourage and empower. It's been tough, but I decided to just step out and do it. So it's been great. I mean, I didn't know anything about marketing. Didn't know anything about building a website, but I did it, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't know anything about trademarking, you know, everything that I had, but I did that, you know. Got my logos trademarked and stuff like that. So,
I will say though, that was one of the benefits that I did get, because when I went to school for business administration, they taught us marketing and taught us how to build a website. And like, I kind of, when I went to school, I would not take like any of my electives. I made sure I took all the hard classes first, because my idea was to have a great junior and senior year. Like I was gonna, you know, chill. I was gonna relax, because I bust my butt my freshman and my sophomore year. I mean, it paid off. It was hard as ever. It was like a struggle because I was taking so many hard classes. But then when I started my business, it was like, well, you only really got electives left. It was like, you know, I felt like I learned like almost like everything I wanted to learn. Like, who cares about music class? Who cares about, you know,
Yeah, that was like perfect timing.
Yeah, it was.
It was no coincidence that you like did it that way.
Yeah.
So, man, that's you know, I actually too want to because I see that you have that shirt on.
Yeah.
You have your own line.
yes.
So it says I Am Beauty. Where can they get those?
They can order them from me on my website just by going to IamFeliciaRenee.com and letting me know. I'm in the process of doing a bigger order for all my clients to have. I want to just start giving them to them as well, and then at the parties they'll all have shirts on and stuff like that. So
okay, I do want to touch on another thing with you. I know that you're not only this stylist as well as doing makeup and everything. You also you're working on another project about uplifting women and everything.
Right,
so tell us a little about that.
The I Am Beauty. Okay, so that is a glamour team that, like I said, is just dedicated to encouraging and empowering women. That'll be launching the middle of July this year. So I'll be launching it by having a party. And all of the women there will get pampered. You know, I have a makeup artist coming, and she is going to give a tutorial to them and kind of have them do some hands-on things, and then they'll be getting mini facials and manicures and stuff like that. And just getting a little journal to we're going to go over some encouraging words and things like that, and just teaching them to take care of them, you know, as mothers, as wives, as things like that. As a woman, women hold so much. We have so much to do, you know, and we have to look after we have to look after everybody, you know, and it's like, just to take that time out for yourself is very important. To take care of your unfading beauty in the inside is very important.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Thank you. So, Miss Candace Harris. So, tell us a little bit. You know, what got you started and made you want to take that next step in what it is you're doing.
Believe it or not, what got me started is hitting rock bottom. I'll never forget it. At 21, I had like my second apartment, and I just completely lost everything, to be honest with you. And my lights were off. All the friends that I thought that I had turned their backs on me, so they showed me their true colors. I believed them at that moment, but the most heartbreaking part is that a mother, I felt as though I had failed my son. And I'll never forget, honest to God, my original major was in nursing. I've always wanted to be a nurse ever since I was 2 years old. And I guess that wasn't my fate. That wasn't my destiny. And I established my purpose at 21. And it's women that's 45 and 50 that can't say that they know what their purpose is. So when I tell you that God had given me the plan for my nonprofit organization, that's what he called me to do. And it was like I sat on that floor and I cried. I had absolutely nothing. I asked my grandparents, take my son. I don't want him to see me in a situation like this. And God rebuilt me and he restored me. And he gave me the plan. Like, I take absolutely no credit for it. He gave me the plan with Bossed Up. Like, all of my visions, he give it to me. So,
yeah, it's like he's still nursing, though. You're still helping people.
Yeah,
You're still doing it.
Second guess, you know, him. So now I feel like my ultimate calling is to be a worldwide, international, motivational speaker. Like, I see myself with my own talk show. I want Oprah to retire and just relax and enjoy me. Please enjoy me. The struggle is really what prompted this drive. And now it can't be extinguished.
Oh, man, that's beautiful. And you know, sometimes when we hit rock bottom, you know, it really, you know, they would
it's fight or flight.
You have to, like, it's only one way. It's only one way you can go. So you can sit there, you know, and do nothing, but you know, you don't live that terrible life, have regrets and shoulda, woulda, couldas, and you know, we gotta pick ourselves up. It's really important that, you know, we keep going. Things may happen, things might come along the way, but we got to keep going. And you know what they say, that what don't break you makes you. You know, so.
And that's so true. And I say that to say, like, honestly, I didn't have, like, I mean, I know I was good with interviewing and getting jobs and everything, but I didn't really have a strong business background. And people always think that the highest level of a degree is a PhD. But when I tell you that there's nothing like a GOD, like, my God is my ultimate supplier. You know what I mean? He is my ultimate supplier. Like, a bachelor's degree, master's, none of that matters. Like, if you honestly believe and trust in God's vision for you and be led by sight, I mean by faith.
Walk by faith and not by sight.
Walk by faith and not by sight. I'm telling you, like, it makes life way much easier. And, like, I had a struggle because I was like, oh, okay, I know this. And then I would kind of, like, put myself down, but I had to think, like, it's bigger than me. Like, God is in control. And, like, with the journey of success, like, just like God has a plan for you, the devil has a plot. You know what I mean? So you have to be mindful of them both. And I'm just blessed that he's given me the ability to have, like, discernment and just, like, continue growth, like, in peace, you know. So, God, make me want to go to church.
So we're going to jump right in. Miss Charlie Ray, you know, I know that you're in school right now for psychology. You're also in school for nursing. You'll be graduating soon.
Yes, May.
And also May. Okay. And also you're launching a website, Creative Minds.
Passion creatively. It's okay.
And that's going to be really inspiring, and people are going to go to that and get a lot of helpful information, everything like that. Can you fill us in a little bit what got you started into, you know, taking the routes and steps that you're taking right now?
Okay. Well, with school, it wasn't an option. My dad, he was like, yeah, you need to do that. So, and I also like the body. So, and then going to school, I took a psychology class. I was like, ooh, I like the mind too. So that is how that kind of came about. With Passion Creatively, picking those two fields, I have even now still struggle. People kind of looking at me crazy, like, why are you picking two? And that's when Passion Creatively came along, because I feel like we all have the ability to have our hands in different pots of whatever interest we have. So our society tells us, like, oh no, you should pick one, or what is it that you want to do, like, narrow it down. But I feel like we have the ability to do multiple things and be great at each one, not just be mediocre, not just be okay at this one, great at this one. We have the ability to be great at all things as long as we have the drive, as long as we put in the work. We can do that. So with that website, I'm looking to inspire people to not limit yourself to one thing, not limit yourself to what others around you think that you can do. do whatever it is that you want to do and be great at it. Don't just be good. Don't just be mediocre, halfway slacking. Like, be great at it and make it your own. Do it with a passion. And so that's what.
Man, that's beautiful. And you know, I just want to touch on what you said. You know, that we can really do multiple things. Like, we don't have to limit ourselves to just one thing.
Right.
We can, you know, we can open many avenues and do all kinds of things, but we limit ourselves to only about maybe one thing or two things. But we can really do, like, man, we can do everything.
Right.
Like, the world is ours. We can do everything with, you know, with God on our side. You know,
Exactly.
and we can't lose. So, you know, if you got 10 things you want to do, you can get it done. It's just really how
About
far
your drive.
your drive and how
Yeah.
far you really willing to go and putting
Right.
forth
And
that effort.
Agree. I
So,
agree.
you know, that's really good that you mentioned that, because I think a lot of people limit themselves. So,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to limit yourselves. You can do whatever it is that you want to do.
Right.
Can't nobody stop you. You know,
Nobody.
don't let nobody stop you.
And
Period.
I think that's like the thing they call our generation, like the entitlement generation. Like, we feel entitled, but I feel like a lot of the older generations did try to shelter their children and make sure that they had everything because they didn't want them to have to work as hard as them. And so when we get out to the real world, we're like, oh, it's not just given like that. You know, you do have to work real hard. And it's kind of like a reality check to some people, and they give up because they don't want to work that hard. You know what I'm saying? They want the easy route. But anything worth having is not
It's
easy.
not gonna be easy.
Right.
It's not
It's not
going
worth
to be
it.
easy.
And if it's easy,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be
It's
worth
worth
it.
it.
Yeah.
No, so it's
Right.
like at the end of the day, yeah, you know, it's a blessing to be able to go out there and get it, but the work is not going to be easy. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
not.
It's a
It's
journey,
not. Right.
and it's, you know, only the tough will survive. So,
Right.
When the strong will survive and the weak shall suffer. I
Mhm.
live by that. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I just want to bring forth this this matter. You know, basically what it is, what's so hard about, you know, what you're trying to do, and some of the hurdles and loops that you have to go through. You know, trying to obtain those goals and those
The
things that we
biggest
want.
thing is the
So,
fear
you know,
of
you can
failure.
chime in,
Mhm.
you can chime in wherever you want to, but you know, what is some of the hard things that you're dealing with or have dealt with so far?
I would just say the fear of failure, like to fail. I think
Yeah.
that's the like ultimate, like, even if it's not like your business is not successful, just to think that like you might just have a bad day, like that's scary.
Right.
But it's like we all have flaws. Like, I see the performers and they like make a compilation of all their bad videos, and then you can Google something and you can find a compilation of all their best videos. Like, everybody has, you know, good and bad days. LeBron James has an off day. So I think that if you don't let the fear of failure overwhelm you, and you just know that we are human, that we
Right.
are flawed, and they're going to
True.
find flaws in
Yeah.
you, but you just got to push through, then, you know, you got to be mentally tough. And
Yeah.
that's when you're going to have a beautiful vision.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
And failure is a requirement of success. So
It is.
you have to fail to be successful.
To
You know,
be
how do
successful,
you know you're
right.
going to be successful if you don't fail? So the key is to never give up.
So you can grow.
have to
Like, if you-
continue.
Right.
How can you grow? If you were perfect, then you have nowhere to go.
Yeah,
You'll be
that's so true.
there forever.
Yeah.
So
And like
true.
one of the biggest hurdles I think is like being your own support system, because sometimes you might not have anyone behind you that believe in your dream, that believe in your vision, that understands the vision that you were given,
Right.
and you have to be there to pick yourself up, to push yourself,
Yes.
especially like when you're doing something on your own, or like everyone here is entrepreneurs. You don't have a boss telling you like, okay, it's time to, you got your break at 15, you got 30-minute lunch.
Right.
Like, no, you have to create your schedule. There is no blueprint. There is no training class for this.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be there to be like, okay, you need to get up and do this work. You need to get up and go here. You need to do this for your business, or whatever the case may be. You need to put in the work when no one else is looking. So that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing, like being
Yes.
your support system
Yes.
and pushing yourself when no one else is pushing you.
Yeah, I know for me, I'm my biggest critic. So,
Yeah. of course.
just getting over that part. Of it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I can be
You can
really
be your
hard
worst
on
critic.
myself.
You just
Yeah.
tear yourself up.
I can be
Yeah.
really hard on myself.
Yeah.
I agree
So
with that.
Uh-huh.
just continuing to, I pray a
Yeah,
lot.
I know it is difficult
to
because
keep, keep going.
sometimes you
know?
get positive critiques and you're like,
yeah.
like I feel like I could do so much better.
And I'm the
Yeah.
same way. I beat myself up, and I had to tell myself, like, okay, you know what? You have to be easy, because one
Right.
time you're gonna give yourself a blow that you may not be able to recover
Right.
from.
Yeah.
You know, just have faith and own up
Definitely.
to whatever
Yeah.
mistake you're making and grow. But I mean, some days I would tear myself down and
Mhm.
make a business mistake,
Right.
be in a bed for 2 days. Oh, I'm not gonna make
Yeah,
it. You know, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
you gotta rise
Yeah.
above that.
You do.
And
Right,
just
you
know,
do.
like, you gotta be your own best friend. And I always say, like,
Yeah.
nobody's in your way but yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
until you can become your own best friend, then
Right.
you won't
Right.
have the things in life that you really desire, because you'll always look for that validation. You're always going to want somebody to
cannot.
support you.
Yeah.
And I will say it over and over
Yeah.
again, small minds do not grasp big concept and big
Right.
ideas.
Mhm.
They
And
just
not
don't.
everybody is going to support you.
And not
So
gonna
everybody gonna
understand.
support you.
Mhm.
Right. And not going to understand it
Mhm.
from, you know, just different people. They're
Yeah.
not going to always understand. So,
Yeah.
So true.
Not everybody's gonna see what you want. Like what you see,
Right.
they probably can't see as far as you
Right.
see. You probably
Right.
see like you looking in the clouds, you looking in the stars, but their
Yeah.
vision is so limited they don't see
Right.
what you see. So
Right.
nobody can
Has your
want it
vision.
as bad as you. Nobody has your vision. Period.
Yeah.
So you
You
gotta
got
do what's
40,
best for you.
40, and they got 20, They blind. They got
Right.
cataracts in one eye. You expecting this person to see how far
Right.
you tell
Right.
them
Right.
your
Yeah,
step
take
that
that
you gonna go.
petrol.
Right. We can't do that. We're not
Yeah.
gonna get fired.
And it's really important that we hold on to faith, because in everything
Amen.
you do, you need faith. And I don't know what everybody's religious beliefs are, but you have faith in everything you do. Like you believe that it can be done. So whatever you do, however you do it, you have faith in it. So, it's really important that you hold on to faith, because faith is, that's really what we have to keep us going. Faith in God, faith in whatever you believe in. You have to have faith in whatever it is you do or want to get done.
Yeah.
So it's really important.
Mhm.
I also, I just want to, we're gonna wrap it up here. And, I want to thank all the ladies for coming out and having this open discussion with me. And,
Thank you for having
man, it was
Thank
really
you.
good and inspiring. I hope we inspired you all. And,
Yes.
you all left with something. If you didn't get it from her, you got it from her. If you didn't get it from her, you got it from her. But you got something, bottom
Mhm.
line.
Yeah.
And, is there anything that you want to leave for the viewers, the listeners, some words of encouragement to keep going?
Yeah, one of my biggest things, my motto for this year, is just whatever God has, whatever vision you have in your heart, and whatever it is that has been placed on your heart,
Mhm.
pray for the tenacity to continue to get it done. It's not easy. It's not easy building your own business, but to keep pushing through, you'll get there. Whatever your faith is, have faith in your business and push through and get it. Get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool.
And I would just say the same thing. I agree. God doesn't make any mistakes. So even if you feel like you made a mistake, it's not a mistake. You were supposed to grow through it and learn through it. So I feel like, you take everything as a lesson and a blessing. And I feel like I also like to say that I love that, us women were able to come together and do this.
Yes.
And thank you, Marquise, for
Yeah.
having us.
Yeah.
And, I feel like teamwork makes the dream work. So, we do better united than fighting each other and against each other. So, if you could come together and bring 10 great minds together, and those 10 great minds bring 10 more, you're going to be dangerous. You better watch out.
Yeah.
So,
Watch out now.
yeah. So, just, keep the journey going. That's all I can say. And keep God first.
Yeah.
All right. What you can.
I agree. First, I want to just thank you for having us. I'm actually honored to be on set with such intelligent and driven women. It's
Yeah.
very, very refreshing, and I can't state that enough. And what I want to leave behind for everybody is continue to have faith. Don't sell yourself short.
Mhm.
Don't settle in anything within life. Continue to go, continue to press forward, continue to persevere, continue to pray. You don't know it all. And one thing I want you to all realize is knowledge is only the act of knowing. It is only when you apply it that you become wise. So start to seek wisdom over knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. What you miss, Charlie Ray?
I agree with everyone here. I'll just leave you guys with a passage. 1 Corinthians 2:9. It says that no one has heard, seen and visualize what God has in store for you. So
Yeah.
please do not listen to what anybody else says. Trust in your dreams, trust in the vision that He has given you, and keep Him first. You will accomplish whatever you want.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.